Go here. Lethal out.
What is going on, everyone? Griffin here, coming at you with some Mac gameplay, and today we're going to be talking about Rogue Company with zombies. Let's head over and check it out. So as you can see here, this is on ArtStation. So ArtStation is kind of like a portfolio type website where people can create art, put it up on the internet for people to admire and enjoy. And we have a post here by Arten Gosen. I don't know how to pronounce the dude's name, and my camera is in the way, so you can't even see it. But anyway, concept artist, and as you can see in this block right here, unannounced work. I had the chance to work on a keyframe for an unannounced title at Hi-Rez. And from this photo, you see that Glitch is here hacking an objective, right? Looks like the extraction bomb, you know, the cube that's out there. Then you have Dima holding the Spitfire. Looks like holding an axe covered in like green blood, and you have all these creatures just kind of surrounding him. Looks like zombies, green eyes, green blood coming out of them, all this kind of stuff. So this could be possibly a one-off type deal, right? But if you go through Arten, right here, Arten Gosen, this dude worked on keyframe and illustration art for some Rogue Company projects in the past. You know, worked on some hollow stuff here, worked on some loading screens here, season 2.3 loading screen, had the chance to create the keyframe illustration for the season 2.3 login screen for Rogue Company. So there's a couple of things that this dude has worked on Rogue Company related, also some custom artwork that they did in here, and also some stuff for Iron Man VR. So what does this mean for Rogue Company? What does this mean for upcoming zombie game modes for Rogue Company, right? And it's very interesting that it was labeled as, you know, keyframe for an unannounced title at Hi-Rez. Now, I don't know what that means. I don't know how like the industry terms are, right? Because I'm not a game developer, I'm not a designer, I'm not a programmer, I'm not an artist, anything like that, right? So I don't know exactly like what the little shortcuts or what the little, you know, keywords are for everything, right? But I do know that like this is something that is very familiar. And is it something that is either an unannounced title at Hi-Rez, or B, is it going to be something that they're going to be trying to work into the game at some point? Maybe it was pitched as an unannounced title and an unannounced side project for Rogue Company, or for Hi-Rez Games, and then they decided that they wanted to kind of put it under the umbrella of Rogue Company because there's been a pretty high demand for like a PvE type game mode, especially with zombies in it, for quite a while now. So it makes me very interested to see like how this is going to be incorporated, if they're just trying to get concept art kind of together for all of this, just to see how it would look on paper. You know, the map looks like it's in Icarus, so which is a very interesting and very small map to worry about a bunch of zombies on, really. But at the end of the day, what does it mean? What does it mean for the game going forward? You know, and it's like Realm Royale was called Paladin's Battlegrounds at one point, right? And there's going to be a reason for me explaining this, but so bear with me. So Hi-Rez decided that they wanted to throw their hat in the Battle Royale ring, and then they decided that they wanted to do the Paladins characters as opposed to the Smite characters. So they created a BR called Paladins Battlegrounds, and then the only way to access it was to actually launch it through the Paladins launcher. And then that spun off into its own title called Realm Royale, and all the weapons and things like that from Realm Royale are all paladins based weapons. The abilities for the most part are paladins based abilities. Like there's a lot of stuff, a lot of the artwork and a lot of the areas of the map come from like the larger payload type maps that they had in Paladins specifically back in the day. So like that was very Paladins focused. Then they called it Paladins Battlegrounds. Then they spun it off into its own thing and made it like Realm Royale. And it was like pretty popular for like a month or two. And then it just kind of fell off. I personally think that if they would have kept it Paladins Battlegrounds and had it more of like, hey, this is like in the Paladins world and you play with Paladins characters and fight against Paladins characters. And I think that if they would have kept it like that, then maybe you wouldn't have had that major push that you had like right out of the gate when you had Ninja and other people talking about Realm Royale. But the core player base, the Paladins fans, would still be sticking around for that. You know what I mean? Because it would offer more. It would offer a more of a Paladins experience. Branching Rogue Company off into a BR on this side and a zombie game on this side and then the core game in the middle, like that's not going to help anybody, right? At the end of the day, like if you're going to do a Rogue Company BR, which I don't think that they should do for the record, and that's a whole different topic, but if they're going to do it, it needs to be contained and living within Rogue Company itself. If you're going to do a PvE mode that has zombies in it, it doesn't need to be its own entity or its own title. It needs to exist inside of Rogue Company itself. And maybe like you can scratch a couple of itches with something like a PvE zombie type mode, because the tutorial in the game sucks. New players that are coming into the game have absolutely no idea how to play the game because the tutorial sucks. There's no incentives to complete the tutorial whatsoever. The way that the game works fundamentally has changed so much since that original tutorial came out that it needs to be completely revamped. And they also need to create tutorials for each individual game mode, at least the major game modes, right? You need one for at least Demolition, at least Strikeout, and possibly like another, popular game mode, maybe Sabotage in the future, like, or King of the Hill, something like that. A mainstay, something that I would be excited to play actually. But you could revamp that with a zombie type narrative around it. You know what I mean? You could have like the zombie narrative with the tutorial thing where it's like you're running through these, you have these creatures that you're trying to fight off, this, that, and the other, and then that could transition into like a very simple, straightforward PvE mode. People want a horde mode, give them a horde mode, just give them, it's very simple. Right? It's very simple how you do this as game developers. You pick a map, all your spawn locations are where your zombies are going to spawn from, and then you have loot boxes all over the map that offer different things, like in Battlezone, right? You have weapons, armor, ammo caches set up here and there, little things like that. You know what I mean? It's very simple. It's something that can be done very simple, but I'm not 100% sure exactly, if that's the direction that it would go. Like I said, if this is its own title, I think that that's a bad idea because, putting a PvE mode in the game is going to split the player base. If you're going to create a whole new game mode specifically for a PvE experience for Rogue Company, it's going to drastically split the player base, especially since you have those people that want just a PvE experience with like the whole Rogue Company aesthetic, And I know that like, okay, well, if they're going to play the PvE mode through Rogue Company, then that's not going to help the overall player base for the matchmaking in Rogue Company. And you're right, it's not going to help that. But what it's going to do is it's going to help people that are playing the game, and it's going to spread awareness to people that are playing the game and could potentially bring more players into the game by proxy of like, oh, they have this zombie mode that's really fun. Well, let me hop in there. Oh, they have like these other game modes where you're playing against people. Maybe after I get through killing mindless zombies for hours and hours and hours on end and burn myself out on that, maybe I'll hop into a game of Strikeout or Demolition or Quick Play or something like that, So I think that transition would be easy. I think that netting a new player for the actual matchmaking system for the PvP side of Rogue Company, if you want to call it that, would be very beneficial. But at the end of the day, we'll see what they do. This could be just something pulling our leg. I don't know. We'll see what happens with it. But be sure to let me know what you think in the comments down below. First of all, do you think that this should be its own title? Do you think that this should be worked into Rogue Company? Second of all, do you want a PvE game mode in Rogue Company? Me personally, I don't care if they have one in there or not. It's like leaderboards. I don't care about leaderboards. I don't care about challenges. I don't care about PvE game modes. I have no interest in them. I want to play Rogue Company against actual intelligent people. So it really doesn't do anything for me, but would it do something for you? Be sure to let me know what you think in the comments. Also, be sure to check that description for links to Facebook, Discord, Twitter. Those are the places to contact me. If you haven't already, please be sure to like and subscribe to the channel. If you've already subscribed to the channel, then consider hitting that join button to become one of the 256 crew members. Lastly, on Thursdays from 8 until 11 p.m. Central Time, Sundays from 10 a.m. until we get tired, I will be streaming here on YouTube. So if you're interested and available, please feel free to stop by and say hello there. Thanks for watching, guys.
Oh, he's got a hell of an advantage point.
Just pushing hard together.
Literally, they're both. All right, we need to rotate to the next set. This is what we need to do right here. We just need to let him have it. All right, yeah, definitely rotating now for sure.
Fucking saint, eat my asshole, you bitch.
I'm gonna go ahead and try to set up.
Lethal out!
And I got hit with a fucking axe. They're coming through that mid tunnel.
I love how I didn't hit a bullet on you! What the fuck was that? I get wrecked on that corner and I didn't get one shot on her.
Ah, damn it!
Up you go!
What?
Fucking Demon and Trench are holding each other's dicks the whole time.
And it put me on the other side of the fucking map.
I got it. I'm trying to clear the point out.
Oh, where's the next point in the middle?
Yeah. They're spawning right here.
Go here!
Alright, I'm going in the middle. I'm rotating to it.
Lethal out!
Yep, they're coming the back way.
Ill controlled.
Deploying utility. Over here.
Oh no! He's reviving right here. Down that corner. They're all three there. They're all there. All of them. Every one of them.
And then I get killed by... I'm not going to die yet. I'm just going to bleed out their resin right here.
I'm dead. I gotta get out of this! Corner! I hate this motherfucking latency shit. Alright, I'm on the point. I'm holding it. I'm contesting it. They're looking for me. Alright, now they're getting it.
Lethal out!
Alright, it's contested. Go ahead and rotate.
I'm going to it right now. Head in there. I'm gonna start booby trapping it.
Walk it off.
Somebody else is here?
I downed Trench. It's alright. I'm just going to stay here. Yeah. I just died. They're fixing to start rotating. Alright, I'm on my way.
I'm surrounded. The audio, it was so bad. They're on it right now. Dude, audio was horrible just then. What was that? They're all in that corner, all four. They're holding it. Skittle Drips is rotating around. Up top.
Fuck.
Yeah. The spawns, man, are fucking terrible.
Oh my god, this motherfucker just threw a flash at me. Trophies. That's why you get them. That's why you run them. That's why you run them.
They're all three right here. They're resin on the point.
Dude. Oh my god, man.
My
On my
guy's
way.
not fucking shooting.
I don't understand. I should not. Now we have to get on that fucking point.
This is pissing me
Nice
off.
work, team.
Yes, sir. Dude, good shit.
Shouldn't have left the point, bitch.
Expecting a middle.
Ah, damn, dude. Fucking bullshit.
He had 16 revives. 16.
It's rookie numbers compared to dirt.
Tell him how many revives I stopped too.
Yeah, right.